everyone, and welcome back to the Lantrip Virtual Theater Troupe. Today, we're going to be talking about the stage, the different types of stages, and tableaus. Now, let's get right into our first warm-up with Miss Rachel.
Hey guys, it's Miss Rachel, and today I'm so excited to do a warm-up with you called Spacewalk. Now the first thing we have to do is go to space, of course. So everybody, get into your spaceships. And on the count of 3, we're gonna blast off. 1, 2, 3, blast off! Oh my gosh! Guys, we made it to space! So the next thing we're gonna do is take our fingers and draw an imaginary box to get 4 corners to travel to in space. Ready? So now that you have your 4 corners drawn out on the ground, let's see how fast we can get to each corner. Ready, set, go! Did you do it? That was so good, friends! Now, let's hop to each corner. Ready, go! Awesome, guys! Now finally, we are going to see how slowly we can move to each corner. Ready, set, go! Y'all did a great job with this warm-up. Now you're gonna go back to Earth to do another warm-up with Mr. James.
All right, kids, Miss Rachel did a wonderful job with our first warm-up. And for this next warm-up, we are going to get to go to some pretty cool places. So the way this works is we are going to remain in standing actors neutral. And when I say a location at random, you and I are going to act out what we do in that situation. For example, if I said we were playing tennis, we'd have our tennis racket and we'd be hitting the ball back and forth, right? Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it, and I'm going to give us our first location, which is karate class, okay? So you get to show me your karate moves in 3, 2, 1. And for our next location, we are going to go to the bottom of the ocean. So now you get to go to the bottom of the ocean with me, and we are both going to be swimming there. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, a turtle. Is that Nemo? No way. And we're going to bring it all back here. And we are going to kick it to Mr. Jude for our first activity. Good job, guys.
Hello, my name is Mr. Jude, and I'm here to teach y'all about the stage. Now, you're wondering what a stage could be defined as, and it's as easy as you think. A stage is anywhere where an actor or actresses performs. But usually, however, we see it inside a theater. But don't get me wrong, there are some weird places where stages are seen, such as a park and a mall, and I guess my dorm room could be a stage, and your room. Anywhere to go, you can make it your stage. But now I'm going to talk to y'all about some more commonly seen stages. So in front of us right now, we have a proscenium stage. Now, proscenium is a big word, so let me break it down for you. Pro, meaning in front of, and scene, meaning scene. So if we put that together, we have an in front of scene stage. And we can clearly see that with the audience facing in front of the actors. Now, like I said, this is the most common and most popular stage that we see often. And I bet that y'all have been in a proscenium stage. But now let's move over to a lesser known stage. And this is a black box stage. Now you can obviously tell some differences from a black box to a proscenium stage. One of the differences is that the proscenium was very vibrant, had a lot of color, while a black box has a very dark exterior, and you might be wondering why that is. Well, that's really to showcase the actor in a lot of ways. We can also see that the audience is facing in a 90-degree way. We got audiences on all these different sides. And you might also be asking, why is that? And that's to get a different perspective. So each time you watch the show, you're going to get something new from each side. And also you can notice that the audience and the actors are very close. There's even chairs on the stage. And that is to encourage audience interaction with the actors. It's to really get the show and make audiences feel for it. Then we'll move on to another popular stage. And this is a weird stage called a thrust stage. We most commonly see this in Shakespearean plays. It's kind of like the black box, where we have audiences from all different sides. They're, like I said, to get different perspectives on the play, to showcase the actor. And you most commonly see that black box and thrust stages don't have a lot of props and scenery. But unlike the black box, we have a colorful stage, we have lots of lights and color and all that. So that's the different three stages. And that's all the time I have for today. I hope y'all learned something interesting about stages and that you make the world your stage. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Rory, and let's give a big thank you to Mr. Jude for talking to us about the different types of stages. Now I'm going to be talking to you guys about upstage, and downstage, and stage right, and stage left. So, let's start with upstage and downstage. Now, upstage is not like jumping up or down or going up into the air. It's more like driving up or down a road. You're not actually driving into the air, but you're driving up or down. So if I'm going upstage, I'm going further away from the audience towards you guys. And then if I'm going downstage, I'm going closer and closer to the audience down here. So right here, I'm downstage. Right here, I'm upstage. So with that, let's go to stage left and stage right. Now, stage right and stage left may look weird because I'm using the opposite arm for the opposite way. So I'm using my right arm for stage left and my left arm for stage right. So if I turn around though, it matches. So you always think about it from the actor's perspective of how you see the audience. So I'm moving stage right by going to the right, and I'm moving stage left by going to the left. So now that we know upstage and downstage, and stage left and stage right, let's put all that together, mix it up, and I'm going to take us to our new stage somewhere completely different. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone! Welcome to our new stage, and it even is color-coded. So, we're going to be talking about the different kinds of stage directions and how we move between stage right, stage left, upstage, and downstage, and how we sort of move in between. So first, we're going to go to upstage, where I'm at right now, which is the furthest away from the audience, which you guys are right now. So the yellow is for upstage, and then there's this blue row. We're not going to talk about it just yet, but don't worry, we're going to get to it. Then we're on the red row, which is downstage, the closest to the audience, which is you guys. So now we're going to go to the blue row, and this blue row is the complete middle. And what I like to call it, and most people call it, is center stage. It's the complete center, and it's in between downstage and upstage. Now, we have our 3 columns. And our 3 columns are pretty much stage right, stage left, and our center column, stage center. So I would like to use this sort of column to think about like driving up or down the road like we talked about earlier.
we're driving up or down our columns if we want to go straight down them. Now, let's try to think about using the columns and the rows all together to think about our different sections of the stage. So, if I wanted to go down stage right, I would go to the red section and then I'd go to the right. Or if I wanted to go up stage left, I'd walk back to upstage and then I'd go to the left of the yellow section. One more time, if I wanted to go to the blue section, center stage, and go to the center, I'd go to the blue section and then to the center part of the stage. Now you don't have to walk up or down and then move. You can move diagonally, you can move up and then back. You can do whatever you need to do to get to that spot. So, thank you all so much for being a part of this activity. Let's give a big thank you to Miss Rachel, who's about to start our next activity. Thank you all so much.
Hey guys, it's Miss Rachel, here to tell you about Tableaux. Now, you might remember Tableaux from last week as a still set of images that tell a story. I'm going to give you a few images and you're going to tell me what story I'm telling. Am I A, picking flowers, B, eating soup, C, drinking a Coke, or D, playing baseball? That's right, it was D, playing baseball. Now, I want you guys to pause your video and take a moment to come up with your own Tableau story. It can be whatever you want. So ready? Pause the video and make your own Tableau. Be sure to leave what you did for your Tableau in the comments. Whoa, I loved all of y'all's Tableaus. Y'all are such great storytellers. Now, to wrap up our day, we're gonna go to Mr. Rory, Mr. James, and Mr. Jude.
Hello, it is Mr. Jude again, and I'm here to do a quick little review game that I call Whose Stage Is It Anyways? Can you name these types of stages? So first up, here's our first stage. Now, is it A, a thrust stage, B, a black box stage, or C, a proscenium stage? If you guessed A, thrust stage, you will be correct. Next on our list, we have this. Is it A, a black box, B, proscenium, or C, thrust? That is correct if you have guessed proscenium. Next, we have either A, thrust, B, proscenium, or C, black box. Now, if you guessed black box, you will be correct. And that's all the stages we went through today. Thank you for playing my game.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Rory again. I am here with a review game and I'm going to ask y'all a quick question about one of the 9 sections of the stage. So, if I am in the blue section and I'm in the center column, where am I on the stage? Am I in A, upstage left, B, upstage right, or C, upstage center? I'll give you all a few minutes. If you answered C, upstage center, you are correct. Good job.
All right, everybody. Now that we've learned our handy dandy vocab, I'm going to now ask you what a tableau is. Is it A, a set of frozen images that tell a story, or is it B, a pufferfish, Or is it C, a French table? I'll give you a couple seconds. If you guessed A, you're correct. Good job, guys.
Hello everyone, thank you all so much for coming to our virtual theater troupe lesson. And now we're going to end it off with a few new questions. So, our first one is, what did you learn today?
Today, I learned that if you go further and further down stage, you get closer and closer to the audience like this.
Today, I loved learning about all of the different stages, like the thrust stage, the black box stage, and the proscenium stage. I think those were awesome.
Today, I learned stage directions and how hard it can be to get so messed up.
What did I learn today? I learned about tableaux. They're one of my favorite drama tricks and techniques to use whenever telling a story, and they're super fun. You can't go wrong with that.
Our second question is, what is your favorite sport?
Hands down, my favorite sport would have to be basketball, no doubt about it.
My favorite sport. I think my favorite sport is figure skating because I love watching them dance, but on ice. Figure skaters are so talented.
My favorite sport is basketball because I love to shoot hoops. Duh.
My favorite sport has gotta be football. I mean, there's definitely all kinds of different ways you can play the game. Each team has a different way of playing, and there's so many different game plans you can do. It's just incredible. I personally really like it. Well, there you have it. Now you can leave your comments down in the YouTube comment section below, or you can leave your team's comment on our Microsoft Teams. Thank you all so much for coming. See y'all next time.